we doing, folks? This is the Pop Music Freak. I am back with another song facts countdown video, counting down my 1,000 favorite songs of all time. We're up to 883 on my list. It is a song by the Eagles, their second big hit in 1972, song "Witchy Woman." So let me give you the song facts on this hit that Don Henley sang lead on. Witchy Woman is a song written by Don Henley and Bernie Leadon and recorded by the American rock band The Eagles. Released as a second single from the band's debut album, Eagles, it reached number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the fall of 1972. Here's some background on it. Guitarist Bernie Leadon started writing Witchy Woman while he was a member of the Flying Burrito Brothers. After joining the Eagles, Leadon and Don Henley then finished the song together, and it would be the only song on the Eagles' debut album where Henley had a writing credit. The song was conceived while Don Henley was living in an old house near the Hollywood Bowl with his flatmate Henry Vine. Henry said of the origin of the song, Leadon came over one day and started playing the strange minor key riff that sounded sort of like a Hollywood movie version of Indian music. You know, the kind of stuff they play when the Indians ride up on the ridge when the wagon train passes below. It had a haunting quality, and I thought it was interesting, so we put a rough version of it down on a cassette tape. Henley also gave the song an R&B pulse in its music. The inspiration for the title and lyrics about a seductive enchantress came from a number of women, although Henley had one particular woman in mind, Zelda Fitzgerald, whose biography he was reading while writing the song. According to Henley, he was suffering from the flu with a very high fever and became semi-delirious. And every time the fever subsided, he would continue to read a book on the life of Zelda Fitzgerald. And the character in the song would be a mix of Zelda Fitzgerald along with amorphous images of girls he had met in the Whiskey and the Troubadour. Zelda, the muse behind her husband F. Scott Fitzgerald, was known as a wild, bewitching, and mesmerizing flapper of the jazz age and the roaring 20s, and is sometimes thought to be the model for the character of Daisy Buchanan in his novel The Great Gatsby. In Witchy Woman, the line "she drove herself to madness with the silver spoon" might be a reference to Zelda's time in a mental institution and the special slotted silver spoon used to dissolve sugar cubes with absinthe, the popular 1920s alcohol beverage distilled from the wormwood tree and called the grain fairy, for sometimes inducing hallucinations. According to Henley, other influences for the song include books by Carlos Castaneda on shamanism and a girl he knew who was interested in the occult. Reception. The song is the first commercially successful one that Henley wrote, reaching number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. He called it an important song for me because it marked the beginning of my professional songwriting career. Billboard describes it as a strong, easy beat, slow rock ballad. Cashbox described it as being halfway between Redbone and Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, with distinctive harmony power. Performances. Witchy Woman is one of the earliest songs written by the Eagles, and together with Take It Easy, it was also one of the very few songs the band performed every night in their early days. In one of their earliest public appearances as the Eagles, they performed Witchy Woman repeatedly at the opening of an art show in Venice, California in 1972 of works by Boyd Elder, who would later also create the painted skulls that appear in some of the Eagles album covers. The song, along with Desperado, were both used and referred to in an episode of the sitcom Seinfeld. In an episode of Dharma and Greg from the first season, Abby, Dharma's mother, mentions that she dated Henley and is almost certain she is a witchy woman. The song was used in the 2005 episode of the series Cold Case, titled In the Woods. The episode was set during 1972, the year of the song's original release. It is also used in the movie America's Sweethearts to depict Catherine Zeta-Jones' character as she is getting out of a limousine. So, let's look at the chart success. As mentioned, on the Billboard Hot 100, it peaked at number 9 in the fall of 72. In Canada, it peaked as high as number 8, and in the Netherlands, it peaked as high as number 26. So let me give you the personnel on the song, who performed what, who played what. Don Henley, lead vocals and drums. Glenn Fry, backing vocals and lead guitar. Bernie Leadon, backing vocals and rhythm guitar. And Randy Meisner, bass guitar and backing vocals. So that is the performance. That is Witchy Woman. I've already covered Peaceful Easy Feeling in this countdown. That was the third single on the album that peaked at number 22 on the pop charts early in 1973. And we still have Take It Easy, the first hit that hit number 12 back around July of 72. That is coming up. That's a little higher on my list. Plus, tons more Eagles songs. I promise you Eagle fans out there, especially the Facebookers, I promise you'll be satisfied with the Eagles and my countdown, I think, as we go through this. Okay? So, that is all for this song facts for Witchy Woman by the Eagles, song number 883 on my list of the top 1,000. There will be a link to a music performance video in my description. Please like the video, please share, please subscribe, please hit the bell, do it all. Do it all, make me happy. Need a reason to smile today. It's gloomy out there. It's another crazy rainy day in New York City. So, thank you for watching, all right? And I wish you all peace and love.